So this is what we're looking like at 232 pounds. I've been a little sick, um, and I haven't really trained in like 5 days because I had salmonella right after Thanksgiving. Yeah, so my weight's been all over the place. But overall, I'm about 7 pounds heavier than my lowest weight in this year, which was 225. Um, we got like 29 days left in the new year. Oh, until the year is over, until the new year. Got that lower back fat right there that I want to lose. Today is the third, so we have exactly 28 days left, including today of the year. 7, 14, 21, 28. For you, for those of you who don't know how simple. The breakfast is so easy. What you're gonna do is you put a ball on the scale, then you turn it on so it's gonna be at 0 with the ball on the scale, and then you just pour the oatmeal in the bowl until it hits the measurement that you want. For me, like I said, that's going to be 60 grams. Put 60 grams in there like that. You see on the scale, so 60 grams. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some cinnamon. I don't have any sugar-free syrup, so what I'm going to be doing is using 3 packets of Equal. You can hate on it all you want, call it cancer if you want to. But there's stevia. If you're not comfortable with Equal, you can always use stevia. But me personally, I like the taste of Equal, so I'm gonna use Equal. Put a good amount of salt because that's gonna kind of bring out the flavor of the sugar a little bit. So I did about 8 cracks or 8 turns of the salt grinder with some pink Himalayan sea salt. Now we're gonna add water to that. I don't really measure. I just put I put enough water where it's covering all the oats, and then kind of like stir it a little bit, I guess. You saw me just grab that spoon out the sink, but it is clean. When I wash dishes, I kind of leave them turned down in the sink so they can dry. So don't be judging me over here. My spoon was clean. Now it's not. I just used it. And then we're gonna pop that in the microwave for about, I know it says a minute, but what I like to do with my oatmeal is I put it in there for about 3. Now what that does is in purple onions, sorry, or red onion. That's what they call them. I don't know why they call them red onions because they're purple, right? Don't they call these red onions? Yeah. Right? But they're purple, so I guess purple is a shade of red, so it counts, but I never understood that. Anyway, so I'm cutting this onion right here. I'm gonna cut up this whole thing, add that in. So now we got the oatmeal out. You see it's like a little dried up, but this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna add, I don't really want that much anyway. Rest, I'm gonna add water. I don't want to add too much calories from liquid because that's not going to be what's filling. So what you want to do when you're on a diet or you're trying to lose weight or anything is you want to eat more foods that are filling. The reason why it's better to go with almond milk over any 2% or whole milk is because almond milk is less calories per cup, and to be honest, makes you feel just as full. Especially if you're going to be using milk in recipes, you're not going to really notice the difference. Taste wise, yeah, but volume wise, it's about the same. So like if I get the low calorie, I'm adding a little bit more water. If I get the 2% milk, which is 130 calories per serving, I'm saving 100 calories. But the volume of my food is about the same. A little bit more cooking spray. This is a non-stick pan, by the way, so hit it with some more cooking spray. Mix this up before they get too YouTube, right? You add this in. And I'm not trying to go for no fancy omelet here. I literally have the onions and peppers in there just for more volume. I'm not really trying to do anything fancy or like, I'm not gonna even try anymore because I tried fancy omelets. I've done them in the past. I don't really need to do all that, you know. If you want to add some more volume to this, you could always like add some spinach and whatnot. But this is a decent way to start the day. You know what I'm saying? If you wanted more protein, I could have had like maybe some slices of ham or slices of turkey in there, or Canadian bacon, which is just ham. You know, something low fat. You know, you don't want to add too much fat to your meals too early out on in the day. I just don't like to, me personally. If I wanted more protein, I could have added a scoop of protein to my oatmeal. Some people do that. I really don't like the texture that it gives the oatmeal because I like oatmeal on its own. Some people don't really like oatmeal by itself, but if you make it the way I make it, I promise that it will come out half decent. Yeah, go ahead. Okay, so this is what the finished product looks like. We got the sweet potatoes all roasted up. We got some of these leftover vegetables with it, which is a pathetic amount, I know, but that's what I got. So usually I would have a little bit more broccoli, or I could add spinach to this. There's ways you can add volume. Added half a serving of this teriyaki sauce from Panda Express. Whole serving 70 calories, 37 grams. I had like 17 grams, so less than half a serving. Adds like 7 grams of carbs. So that's the finished product. So starting off the workout with overhead press. Now these episodes that I'm recording here, they're just gonna be something that I record maybe once a week, a day in the life, because I don't want to do this every day. It gets a little bit repetitive. But right now I'm trying to hit my goal of at least 215 by the end of the year. You saw that I was 232 in the beginning of this video, but a lot of it is because I'm holding on to water weight and things like that, things from Thanksgiving and all that. So my weight I should easily be able to hit 215 by the end of the month if I stick with my diet. No more cheat days for the rest of the year. Thanksgiving was it. Started off with, so let's get into the workout. You saw I started off with overhead press. Now I'm moving on to seated dumbbell shoulder press. Now a lot of people will say, why am I doing seated dumbbell shoulder press right after overhead press? They're both similar movements, but this is with dumbbells. It hits the shoulder a little bit differently, and it allows you to work on individual strength of the both shoulders separately. As far as the barbell, you have to have, you have both shoulders working together, moving one bar. This allows you to kind of gauge the shoulders and work more on imbalances. So I like to do seated dumbbell shoulder press as well. Moving on to some lateral raises. I didn't get the best angle with the camera for this. I recorded 3 times. I just suck. I'm not the best cameraman as far as recording myself. So that's the best angle I could get out of all the footage that I recorded, I promise you. So I'm doing a drop set here. So just a single drop set because I still have one more shoulder exercise after this to do. And I really want you guys to pay attention to the rest time between sets that I'm posting on each of these clips, because one thing that no one really talks about is rest time between sets. Rest time between sets has a lot to do with progress in the gym as far as endurance, muscle growth. That's just another area of progression, or another variable, if you want to say, another variable that affects progression. They say progressive overload. Muscle memory is not really a thing. You can do the same exercises year after year as long as you're progressing in the way of maybe decreasing your time in between sets or increasing the weight. There's so many different variables that you can do or play with, to keep yourself from not progressing, to keep progressing. There's so many variables you can play with, and time is one of those. Time between sets is one of those things that no one really talks about. Another thing that keeping your time between sets will do for you is also build some small degree of muscular endurance, because if you're taking more time between sets as the workout goes on, you're skipping out not only on endurance, but also you're going to be in the gym for a long ass time, bro. Like I depending on the exercise that I'm doing will determine the rest between sets, depending on the weight that I'm doing and the rep range that I'm trying to hit. So typically with exercises like that are for triceps and shoulders, smaller muscle groups, I don't like to take more than 2 minutes rest between sets, depending on the exercise. Like overhead press is an exception because it uses multiple body parts, so I'll take about maybe 2.5-3 minutes between sets, depending on the rep range. But I was going for 6 to 8 reps, so I only kept 2 minutes in between sets on that exercise. Here we're moving on to skull crushers. Now this exercise is very effective, but if you don't have anyone to help you get the form down on this exercise, I would say try to stick to maybe a seated tricep press, is where you take one dumbbell and you press it behind your neck. I'll show you the exercise, but if you're not really sure on how to do skull crushers properly, you can always do tricep extensions or tricep behind the head tricep push. Damn, I don't even know the exact term for that exercise because I haven't done it in so long, but I'll be sure to show you guys some variations on tricep exercises you can do besides this. But here you see me doing skull crushers, superset with close grip bench after I did dips. Now I'm doing a triple drop set. Now I fast forwarded a lot of this footage because it's pretty much self-explanatory, but I wanted to do a little bit of commentary to like break down to some people exactly what I'm doing. Currently I didn't really talk, and then sorry, let me catch my breath a little bit, but I wasn't talking about the calories that I'm eating. But currently I'm eating between 25 and 2,700 calories. Now 200 calories is maybe a big gap, but it's more towards the 2,600 calorie mark day in and day out. The macros consist of somewhere between 210 to 225 grams of protein, 275 grams of carbs, and 75 grams of fat. So sometimes, I'll have a little bit more fat, I'll have a little less carbs. Some days I'll have a little bit more carbs, a little bit less fat. It depends, but I try to keep the protein around 225 grams on a daily basis. And here you see me doing forearms, not forearms, but biceps. And I start off with reverse curls because typically my forearms are just downright pathetic. Like, look at those forearms, bro. Compared to my actual arm, my forearms are pathetic. Now, if you're a tall guy like me, I'm 6'1", 6'2", you really want to work on the forearms. Some people are blessed. Some people are tall and they have great forearms. But for me, I have small wrists, I have small ankles, and forearms is like something that it's not that I neglected it. I do a lot of like hammer curls and stuff like that to also hit the forearm, but I haven't really done exercises over the years that directly work on the forearms, like reverse curls and wrist curls and stuff like that. So I decided to do a lot more reverse curls in my arm days, and it's been paying off these last couple of weeks. I can see the changes a little bit, but my overall grip strength and forearm strength has gone up in the last couple weeks since I decided to put more emphasis on forearms. I know this YouTube video is like the first of in a long time, but I've been working on forearms behind the scenes for these last couple weeks. So just simply, you should see me here curling up some weight. I'm just freeballing this commentary. Like, I really don't know where. Let me stop. Okay. All right, let me stop rambling on. Now we're moving on to some hammer curl super drop set. The reason why I call this a super drop set is because I do about 5 total sets back to back to back, like 5 drops. So I start off with 45s, curl for about 6 to 8 reps, and then 40, and then 35, and then 30, and then 25. So spoiler alert, I just spoiled the rest of the footage that you're going to see, but I fast forwarded so you don't have to see me curling for an eternity. So that's what's going on here. I did that for about 3 times. That's why I don't really do a lot of different I didn't do a lot of bicep exercises this workout, because the reverse curl drop set and then this superset, doing this 3 times is enough for biceps. And honestly, after doing this, I actually wanted to do a little bit more, but at this point I was in the gym for about 2 hours and I still had to do my 25 minutes of cardio, so I just wanted to wrap things up. So I did this for about 3 sets, and then I concluded with cardio, which you're about to see right here. Currently only doing 25 minutes on the Stairmaster at a speed of 9. Now the Lifetime Fitness, LA Fitness, 24-hour fitness, Stairmasters, and Matrixes, I do it for about 9. If I go to UFit and use their Stairmasters, it's a little different. The brand is different, so the setting is about the 9 on this Stairmaster is equal to like 7 or 8 on the other Stairmasters. So that's what I'm currently doing as far as shoulders and arms. I'll show you guys my other routines as well. But after the gym, I go on to eat 2 more meals, and that's going to be it for the vlog. So here's this meal right here, and I'm gonna let myself talk in the clip and shut up.
Turkey chili,
peace out.
Red beans and corn, obviously. I got a 4-ounce chicken breast over here, a salad right here with some, hold on, some fat-free Italian. Only like 15 calories, you see that? 15 calories, so not that much. And then, because I didn't have any fruit earlier, I actually went to the store and got some fruit. I'm gonna have an orange with this because I didn't have any fruit today. A little high in sugar, but that's fine. My sugars for today is pretty low. As you can see, it's 8:22. I finished up at the gym around 7:15 or so, but I had to go to the store, so that's why I'm having my 3rd meal so late. But before the gym, I had, let me show you, I had like 5 of these club crackers, which is not that bad. I had 5 of these club crackers with a half a serving of this peanut butter, just for some extra fats as a little pre-workout, because I knew I had to go shopping after my workout. So I decided to get a little bit more food in before I left. And then also I had some coffee before my workout as well. So I'm gonna eat this and I'll see you for my final meal. So my last meal of the day is gonna be some tuna fish that I made. I made tuna fish with, well, I didn't make the tuna fish, it was canned. And I mixed it up with some Miracle Whip, relish, mustard, sriracha, salt and pepper. Mix that all up. A little bit of, I think I said mustard, but that's why it's yellow. And you know, the sriracha's red, so you got an interesting color going on there. But I'm about to put that on this wrap, which is one of these extreme wellness wraps. You can get this at Walmart. They're pretty low in calories. One of them is only 50 calories. It's 15 carbs, 11 grams of fiber, 5 grams of protein right there. So I'm only gonna have one because I had a pretty good amount of fiber today, so I don't want to overdo it. That puts me at like about 40 something grams of fiber, so I'm gonna only have one of these, and I'm gonna have a little bit of popcorn to finish off the carbs, and that's gonna be it for me.